Hello and welcome to the Fundamentals of SQL course. We are in the joins section of our course and we're going to be talking about inner joins. So the goal of using inner joins is to combine columns from two or more tables, and we want to make it appear as a single set of data. So let's say we have city data and customer data, and I want to see all of that data together. I would use a join. So for an inner join, any information on both tables that doesn't match is excluded. So thinking about, like, let's say orders and customers, I want to think about, like, why might that be a bad thing if we're trying to match orders to customers? Well, if we use an inner join on orders and customers, we're only going to get the transactions that have both orders and customers. We might not get all of our sales and we might not get all of our customers. So let's say we have daily sales transactions in our left table, let's say, and all the names and addresses of our customers in our right table. But we want to show only the sales transactions that we have customer info for. Well, then we would use an inner join. So when we're joining tables, you need to have at least one matching column. And I suggest using the reference materials before diving into these videos, and there's a note about that in Teachable. But you need to have at least one matching column. So when we're writing out inner join is the same as join. The inner is optional within SNOSQL syntax. So what this would look like is we're going to select our column names from our table name 1, and then we're going to call out our inner join or join table 2. And then we on our column name 1 from table 1 and our column name 2 from our table 2 where a condition is met. So I know that sounds kind of confusing right now, but let's look at our sample query and it'll make a little bit more sense as you continue to practice joins. That's kind of the best way to learn, is really to do. So let's list all of our customers with rental information using the DVD rental database. So we have our customer table and we have our rental table. And when we're joining tables, it is best practice to call the table name first, period, column name. So we're going to select all of the information from our DVD customer table, and we're going to join it on our rental table. But we don't know what column that they share. So we could go to our customer table, and we could see all the columns: customer ID, store ID, first name, last name, email. And then we could go to our rental table, DVD rental, and I see customer ID. So they both share the customer ID. So we can join on that. So we call out our inner join on our table 2, which is DVD rental, and then we say on, so we're joining on from table 1 the customer ID column, and that equals from the DVD rental table the customer ID from table 2, which is the DVD rental table. So if we run this, we're going to see all of this information as a single set of data, which is a really cool thing about joins. So we return 16,044 rows, and now we have our customer ID, store ID, first name, last name, email, address, everything, and the rental ID, the rental date, the inventory ID, everything from the DVD rental table. So this is just an example with an inner join. Just a big note about our data. We've already discussed this earlier, but it is too clean, which means that there are no nulls. So all of our values have perfectly matching sets. So when we look at left joins and right joins and full joins, you're not necessarily going to be able to see the difference, and that's why the reference materials are so helpful. So when we dive into left joins, we will discuss what should appear and just expose you to the sample syntax. This was inner joins. Just remember that inner joins exclude any information that doesn't match. Thanks, and I will see you at the next lecture.